Well, you wrote an article which I was very intrigued by entitled Why Sexual Morality May Be Far More Important Than You Ever Thought. And this was really fascinating, I thought. But before we get into the content of the article, I just want to ask from a devil's advocate perspective, why is sexual morality so important? I mean, surely it's just another biological function like eating or sleeping or drinking. We don't need to put great moral weight on what we decide to, how we decide to sleep, what position you want to sleep in, on your front or on your back. So why is sex in particular such an important aspect of human life, do you think?
That is a very good question. And if I were just to answer that without having read his book, and I think what I'll say is consistent with what I'm going to talk about shortly, I would say one of the main factors is that because sex is different from other, say, bodily functions like eating or other activities we engage in that we won't describe in detail here. It's different from that because it involves relationships, and relationships, as soon as it's done with other people, and because sex is such a intimate way of relating with engaging with other people, then it may have consequences that go beyond just simply a bodily function that we do on a daily basis or a weekly basis or whatever. And when relationships are involved, you start getting aspects of society that are affected by those relationships. For example, how the children will be raised, what kind of environment the children will be raised in, and what those children will turn out to be like when they become adults and begin parenting their own children. And it'll reflect on things like the work ethic when we talk about relationships in the context. So sex seems to be a fundamental aspect of something we call marriage, which has gone throughout many different societies and cultures. They may call it different things, but there's this relationship between men and women that we describe as marriage that provides a context within which to raise our children. And the sexual relationship within marriage seems to be a powerful, or can be a powerful bond. Now, when that is not regarded, that bond is no longer unique, and something breaks down, and there's people like Mary Eberstadt that have gone into this in great detail, what the consequences are. So I would say, if you wanted to sum it up in one sentence, I would say because relationships are involved and sex has a profound impact on human relationships.